Hey, Penny. Hey, Libby. We back. How is everybody? Let's see. I haven't added yet. Olivia? Do you want me to put you... hold on, let me explain what I'm doing. The thing on the top of my stream that thanks my Patreon subscribers. Do you want to be Olivia? Do you want to be Libby? What do you want to do? And then I'm going to add Lisa in there too. Thank you. It was awesome. Last week, it's that married lady with the old diaries. Yeah, she's here. Married life is good. Last week I showed some pictures. I got our professional pictures back, but I don't have them on the computer right now, but I will share those with you guys too. But honestly, those, let's see, those pictures, not drive, that I showed you guys in the fog, some of those pictures my friends took came out just as good as the professional photos. So I was showing everyone some pictures of the wedding last time and some pictures of our honeymoon. We got to visit Myrtie's town. And I haven't made that video yet either, but I have lots of footage to go through. Is my jumper crochet? Oh, right now? I think, yeah, it must be. I didn't make it, but it must be. It's just a shirt, but it's cute. It's one of my favorites. All right, let me change. I'll put Olivia in here. Yay. Okay. I wish I had the pattern. I used to know how to crochet. I didn't do anything like this, but my grandmother taught me how to crochet, and I'd like to learn again. Yes, okay, I can show. I just put a few of the callus pictures in there, but I can definitely... I honestly, I took more videos than pictures, and when I finally get the video together, I will let you guys know. But basically, when we first got there, the first day, we were staying like an hour away, so we decided we were going to go for one day, and then we ended up going another day because it was so exciting and interesting. But the first day, it downpoured as soon as we got there, and it was pretty wild, actually. It was a crazy storm, but it cleared up after... I guess I don't have any other pictures of that day, but I didn't know how long it was going to rain, and I had no cell reception to see what the radar said either. So I just was like, okay, well, we're going to work with what we got. And we went to the cemetery in the rain, and I searched the cemetery in the rain, put the flowers out for Myrtie, which I have on video. I guess I didn't take a picture, but then we were driving around the town. We went to the general store. There were actually 2 general stores we stopped in at. That was one of them. Got a map, did some more exploring, tried to find some of the places in the pictures, the old pictures, and on the map. This was a view from another cemetery, not the one Myrtie's in, but this is just in Callus. It was absolutely gorgeous. We were in shock. But when we were driving around, it was still raining, and you'll see when I make my video, I have this stupid title in there. You'll see when I make my video that I was saying out loud, oh, Myrtie, you should give us a rainbow. Everyone would love you. Everyone already loves you, but they'd love you if you give us a rainbow. And I said, I will officially believe in the supernatural if a rainbow shows up. And what do you know? Last stop on the tour was Mirror Lake, and we got a rainbow, and it was amazing. And actually, Tamsin, I don't know if she's here right now, lives in the area, not too far away. And she shared, I gotta figure out where it is. I saw it. She also saw Myrtie's rainbow that day. So I have a picture. This one's actually a better picture than my picture. But there's Myrtie. Tamsin saw Myrtie too. Isn't that crazy? Great picture. It's a double rainbow, actually. Isn't that awesome? So I can't wait to share that with you guys. I got to edit it all together. I don't know if I should do a TikTok or a YouTube or both, but I'm still in a daze, but trying to get my life together. But yeah, that was our wedding. We used old postcards, which is very diary detective on theme, for our table numbers and for our guest book. And then this was us on our honeymoon. We went to a fancy old hotel and ate a lot of great food. We didn't stay at the hotel. We stayed at an Airbnb, which was awesome. We stayed in a 200-year-old barn. All right, well, we got a lot to do because last week we didn't do much reading. We were talking a lot about the wedding, and we were talking a lot about the Dutton house, the haunted house that me and Ian accidentally ventured into. I did more research on the Dutton house, meaning I went on YouTube and watched those videos that were coming up, and they didn't really, unfortunately, give me anything. They just said the same couple of stories over and over again, and they were all very short. So it's kind of sad. I was hoping for more. I haven't reviewed my footage yet, though. We watched it on the small little camera screen of like the footage of me walking through the house, but I haven't put it on the big screen, so maybe there's something there. All right, let's get started. September 4th. I am at home. Reverend Van Blarcom? That's a new name, called here. Father went to Dean Holt's and got Parnell's shoes set. I did the work in the house. We stayed, hey Becky, we stayed at home all night. Okay. Should we look up Reverend Van Blarcom, or maybe we'll go back to him? Let's do this. I don't usually do this. But now that I do everything all in one document, I leave it in this Google Slides. I used to like copy it from somewhere else and paste it. Now that I do that, oh, that's hideous. Hold on. I can highlight these and go back to them, because I don't have to worry about when I copy and paste it, the highlight deleting. How should I highlight this to not be disgusting? Black. That's what we'll do. Okay. I washed. Father cut brush in the pasture. We stayed at home all night. I ironed. What? Does that say plums? What an interesting letter. I ironed, comma, canned plums. And did the work in the house. Father went to the P.O. at Worcester. Afoot. Oh, it's going to be one of those days, typing days. We stayed at home all night. Ian was very interested when we were out at Walmart or something, just looking around the tech area, because we always have to do a little browse for the Switch games and stuff. And we were walking by the keyboards, and I told him, you know, my diary detectives want me to get a good keyboard, like a juicy keyboard. Is that what the word is? I don't know. There's a word to describe how it sounds or something. And he was like, oh my God, really? What kind of keyboard should we get you? He got excited. Creamy. Thank you. You just went to type, it's Wednesday, and it went, it's Monday. Oh my God. Or you went, it's Monday. Oh, well, actually, that is nice when you think it's Wednesday. No, when you think it's Monday, but it's Wednesday, you know, like it's actually later on in the week. Yes, ASMR. They want me to get into that. I guess I could cross, because it wouldn't be new content. It would just be like my content would be adapted, and I can just whisper. I can whisper Myrtie's entries. I don't think I could whisper for that long. It's kind of uncomfortable. and probably uncomfortable for you guys too. Where did I buy my shirt? I don't know. I bought it did it sound good when I whispered? And we can do this. I bought it a long time ago, my shirt. I think probably at TJ Maxx or something. Can you hear that? We're unlocking a new niche. Do I need to get closer? Is it good? What if it brushes up against the mic? Too much. What is this? Oh. Historical ASMR. Well, we can always, I can try to incorporate that. This is not my job now. Sounds like birds' wings flapping in the wind. Beautiful. Skin of a killer. I love historical ASMR unironically. Is that actually a thing, or would we be inventing a thing? Because maybe we should invent a thing. Father and I don't think I'm comfortable whispering, though. Father and I went to Edgar Cummings. I stayed there. Oh, while he went to West Randolph. Oh, you can't see what I'm typing. Hold on. You still can't see. I had to make this whole screen because I moved it around last time, so bear with me. Hold on. No, I don't need to make it bigger. I just need to move it there. Okay, that's a little better. Oh, roleplay history ASMR. Yeah, I bet they do. I don't know if that's my thing. But I could definitely get a creamier keyboard. But then there was some discourse in the chat, I remember now that I'm talking about it, between creamy keyboard and something else. Clicky, someone will know. But they wanted a different sound. Wes Randolph. He came back. How would you describe the sound of my keyboard now? Because I do get a lot of comments on it, but it's just it's just a random keyboard. It's not a mechanical keyboard. It's not like special, but maybe it's I don't know if it's actually a mechanical keyboard, but you know what I mean. It's not like a special one. But I wonder, how would you describe the sound? Is it creamy? I'm gonna look up Edgar Cummings. I can't remember if we've looked him up before. I'll have to maybe check that research document. Do I need to make more slides? Maybe. Put some extras in there. Okay. And do you guys like when I add in the pictures as I go? Because I used to go back and do it later. Okay, hold on. This still is not the size I want it because I want to be able to see. Just unfortunately, it makes the words smaller when I show more of the page. I don't know. I feel like I get it and then I rearrange it and I can't get it back to how it was. Clickety and clackety. Like it. Found Edgar. His birthday is the same day as my nephew. 2 days after mine. Many, many years before. I would say old computer in the basement that still works great. Nice. This is my keyboard. It's just a Logitech Bluetooth thing. It's done me well. It's lasted a long time. Oh, I have a mosquito bite on my foot. It's so itchy. Have you tried using AI for auto transcribe? No, I haven't tried it. Every once in a while people mention it. But the whole point for me is the typing through. So if I was doing it for a different purpose, like if I just purely needed to transcribe this as quickly as possible and just wanted to like check it over, that would probably work. But I don't know how well AI would read the handwriting, to be honest. And I enjoy the process, so. I like when you do the pictures later so that text is largest. Okay, maybe we can do because I'm always kind of tweaking the process. Maybe we can do, like, we type out, the problem is I type till the end, and then I'm tired, and then I want to go. But if I have the wherewithal to stop a little earlier, we can do some typing, and then we can do some adding in pictures. You know what I mean? Like at the end, and our research and everything. Because in the beginning, I don't really like to go off and start researching people. Because I want to get into it, but then I forget at the end. Oramel? What a name. Father and I took dinner at Oramel Stewart's. That's another new name. I would remember that one. And visited in the afternoon. Another idea is to alternate typing streams with review research streams. Yes, that is true. It's just hard because it's sporadic when research things come up. I don't know, but that is an idea, definitely. I used to sometimes do some research streams where I would just research an old picture. And it's fun, but the problem is that sometimes you don't find anything. And I feel like the typing format makes me comfortable on here because I always have something to do and to like talk about. But when you're just doing research, it could sometimes just be like, oh, I'm just reading this screen and what is everyone doing in the chat? I know you guys are interested. It just is more like, I don't know, more self-conscious doing stuff like that. But I can definitely try it if you think it makes more sense. Father set Parnell's forward shoes and went to Ed Wheeler's and got some sour milk. We stayed at home all night. The other thing I like is when someone is mentioned and I have a picture of them, I do like to pull it up. So that's an easy thing that I could just paste it in as we go. So here's Ed Wheeler, who is the husband of our next diary author. Good old Ed. And we have a picture of Parnell. Never forget to add a picture of Parnell. Here. Parnell is her horse. We'll put him in here too. He's off to the side. Okay. Reset. Love Myrtie, obviously, but kind of excited to see a married woman's life. Yeah, because she's not married. You're right. Yeah, so the other thing that I talked about last week is Emma Ellis, who I know we do adore Parnell. We should make some t-shirts about Parnell. Or some stickers. I always want to make stickers and then I never end up doing it. We have one diary of Emma's. But when I went on my honeymoon and we went on our day trip, I stopped at the I never remember the name exactly. Vermont History Center, I think it's called. It's a historical society for the area. And they had a bunch of stuff. They had patents from her dad's horse brake system that I got to look at. I saw the picture of Myrtie and her dad in person. They also have like 20 diaries of Emma's, like the same girl that we're going to read. So I told the guy, I haven't emailed him again yet because I'm just trying to catch up with life, you know, but I need to email him because he seemed interested in the possibility of me transcribing the diaries for them because they've just been sitting in the archive book. It looks like, in the archive box, it looks like someone has read them at least, because there are a couple of little notes in some of the diaries, like pointing to specific entries, but there's no one like made a transcript of it. So I told him, like, that's what I do. Like, I could do that for you if we can do it on the live stream. So I'll send him a message and some details. He gave me his card. He seemed interested, so that would be cool. We'd have a ton of diaries, though. What does your husband think about all this? He thinks it's cool. He doesn't really keep up with all of the ins and outs of all the diaries. He's not as, like, obsessed with it as I am, but he was excited when we went to Calais. He did all the navigating, which was great. He liked looking at the old, well, it's not even an old map. It's just a map. But you don't do that anymore, right? He liked to navigate using an old-fashioned method of a map and see what we could find, and meeting all the people in the town. And we went to a couple of different music shows. So he had a great time. He likes where the diary takes us. We also went on a trip to Brooklyn and Long Island for another diary years ago, and he had fun, so he puts up with it, and he enjoys it. Okay, Father and I called at Mrs. Aurelia Stickney. Came home in the eve. We stayed at home all night. If that is the Stickney house on their street, we have a picture of it, and it's still standing today, which is pretty cool. He's like, do a diary of someone from Hawaii next. Yeah. Did you go to the quarry? No. And honestly, why am I forgetting? What does that have to do with this? Is there something about a quarry that I forgot? Because it sounds vaguely familiar. A Parisian diary, yeah. I can read a little bit of French. Un peu. Not enough to understand, but I'd still be willing. We watched a YouTube video on it. On a quarry. I forget. How long ago? Your last name is Wheeler. Ooh, are you from the area of Calais, France? France, not France. Calais is in France. We're talking about Paris. Calais, Vermont. Otis Wheeler and wife came here in the afternoon. That is okay. I actually have been to Paris a long time ago. In the afternoon. They, Father and I, went to the Robinson burying ground. I've been there. We came home, stayed all night. I'm going to run out of room on this page. Otis and wife stayed here all night. It recently got redone and started up again. I watched a couple months ago. Yeah, I cannot remember for the life of me. We do so much. It just goes in and out. And I don't rewatch these. So my memory is not refreshed. It was in Calais? Otis and wife went away from here in the afternoon. Are you talking about the... Oh, are you talking about the sawmill? Where one of the people in the diary worked at the sawmill in Calais? Is that what we're talking about? I think that's what you're talking about. Ah, okay. Now I get it. I'm like, quarry. I really, really don't remember that. Okay. Yes. I did drive by the sawmill. I saw it. We didn't get out because it was pouring, and then we didn't end up going back the next day, but I did see it. That's funny. It's right near Maple Corner where that no, wrong slide, where the store is. So I'll definitely have it on video, I think. I just didn't take a picture of it, but we did go by, and I told Ian. That's special. Otis and wife went away from here in the afternoon. I'm glad we cleared that up because I was like, dang, is my memory that bad? Father chopped mincemeat for me. He went to O. Wheelocks. I did the work. Probably could do some kind of like voice to text to make this easier, but I wouldn't have the keys, you know? I did the work in the house. We stayed here all night. How did I get into this? Good question. I found a diary from 1917 at an estate sale. Way back in like 2017 or 2018 or something like that. I've always liked, someone coined it small history, and that really does like get to what it is, because I haven't always liked history. I haven't always liked history class. I haven't always liked textbooks or documentaries and stuff like that. But I like small history. So I've always liked finding an old picture and wondering about who was in it, or finding an old letter and reading it and figuring out who wrote it. My parents had or they still do, they have a junk pile, I used to call it, in their woods, which is just like an old farm trash pit. Domestic history, that's a good one too. That's a good term for it. So I would dig through there and find old buttons and bottles and figure out where they came from and how old they were and stuff like that. So I've liked the little pieces of history. So when I found that diary, I was like, oh, that's cool. I didn't know how old it was. I guess I must have known how old it was because it said the date on each of the pages, but the cover was missing. I had no idea who wrote it, no idea how special it actually was, till I started years later actually reading it through. And once I could figure out, because her handwriting was tough, once I could figure out and piece together some names, I started researching these people, and they were like well-known Brooklyn socialites in 1917. So that diary is just like chock full of events that I can find in the newspapers, pictures of people, because they were all really rich, so they all had their pictures. Even from a young age, they had their pictures in the newspaper. So it was like, it was amazing because there was so much to find and so many pieces to put together, and I just got addicted to solving. It's like solving a mystery that no one asked me to solve. I say that a lot too, because it is true. It's like trying to put the pieces together. You don't really know, you're not really trying to solve anything at the end, but putting together the pieces of someone's life. It's just really cool. And that diary is the one that we went to Brooklyn for. And her family, again, super rich, different than a lot of the other families we've read. But they had a summer home that was like passed down in their family that is now a museum on Long Island called Rock Hall Museum. So her family, her grandmother lived here for a while, and then eventually they donated the house to the town, and now it's a museum. So I went there, learned all about the family and the history of the house, and did a presentation there. Did we go twice or once? I'm forgetting now. I feel like I went there it was twice. We went back a couple years later. I cannot for the life of me remember like where we stayed the first time though. I don't know. Anyways, I think we only went for like a couple days the first time. I don't remember. But I did a presentation there and presented all about Anglesey, that's her name, her diary, and her family. It was pretty cool because during the diary, her sister got married there. Anglesey herself got married there too, but there's not a picture that I had been able to find. Oh, that's not the page I want. On the museum's website, they have a picture of the wedding. And in the diary, there's the entry that she's talking about the wedding, and it's just like crazy to look at the picture and read what she's saying and realize, oh my God, like that was her account of that actual day. Like she was talking about how they went outside and took pictures. It's in here somewhere. Here it is. So that's her sister, Anne. She married Buckminster Fuller, if anyone knows who that is. He's a pretty cool guy. And then I think my guess, I forget who I decided was Anglesey. I think her. Because I ruled out this woman is Anne's maid of honor. And this, oh, you can't even see her. The other woman on the side looks too old. So I think, I don't remember. Or maybe it's her. She looks older, but the picture is kind of grainy. This is Lincoln. This is the man that Anglesey was in love with. So pretty cool stuff. You have heard of him? Yeah, isn't he cool? Buckminster Fuller. He married Anne Hewlett, Anglesey Hewlett's sister. He invented a lot of interesting things. He was a free thinker. Okay, a lot of people who went to school for architecture have heard of him, I've found. I did the work in the house. I baked bread and ironed. Father helped me, looks like one, but helped me pare cucumbers for sweet pickle. He stayed at home all night. Okay. September 14th. Father dug 4.5 bushels of potatoes. I made sweet pickle and picked up some potatoes. My dad went to school for architecture and gushes about him. Dad went to Montreal to see the geodesic dome he designed for the expo in '67. Cool. Yeah. I remember just like with the diary research, reading about a couple of his ideas. Like he was trying to make this special brick that was lightweight and easy to like mass produce. I don't think it ever worked out, but he was really into designing efficient housing and low cost housing, which was pretty cool. Yes, he invented the geodesic dome, which is like the Epcot spaceship Earth ball. Yes. And there are some dome homes still around in the US that you can go visit, or some are just like privately owned, but apparently they leak a lot. I made sweet pickle and picked up some potatoes. He put them in the cellar. We stayed at home all night. My favorite invention that I found of his is the Dymaxion car. He called everything Dymaxion. This thing, there's a video of it running. It fit like 20 people in it, I think it said. And it's shaped like a torpedo. And it has 3 wheels. It could turn on a dime. There's a video of them demonstrating it. Oh, there's like still one. Oh, it's a replica. Okay. The video is crazy. But apparently it was involved in an accident and then the design got squashed. I don't know. There's a video on YouTube of it running through like New York City. It was really cool. All right. September 15th. Father dug 5 bushels potatoes. Oh, I should make sure I'm looking at YouTube too. Poor YouTube. Someone said, "Hi, I found you. Kool-Aid mustache." I don't know when you said that, but sorry. I neglect YouTube. TikTok is always where all the people are. Okay. Father dug 5 bushels of potatoes. I helped. This keeps making it a capital P and it's bothering me. Him pick them up. Jenny Stickney and son Roy spent the eve here. Father took Topsy. This is another mention of Topsy. We were trying to figure out who the heck Topsy Turvy was. Was it Topsy Turvy or was it Topsy only? I think it's a cow or something. To Omar Wheelocks. stayed at home all night. Too bad animals don't usually have gravestones. I would love to visit Parnell's grave. Parnell's probably buried on that property. 16th, not 10th. It rained, and I did the work in the house and sewed on Father's shirt. We went to Worcester and got the mail. Called at the door at Reverend P.H. Carpenter's. Weird that she capitalized door. We stayed at home all night. Okay. Father and I went to... Oh, hold on. I forgot. She added Willie Foster. Oh my god. I don't know if that's where... Wow. Usually she adds in just a little like, yeah, we didn't go anywhere at night. That's usually what she's adding in at the top of an entry. That one threw me off a little bit. Willie Foster got his fingers cut off. Casual, he mentions that. Willie Foster, okay. You know, I don't usually like to go into the newspapers in the middle, but I'm doing it right now. Because that one is too big. Because that's definitely in the newspaper. You get rid of some of these things. Okay. Well, I think all we're going to have to do is search. Oh, that's... Okay, location. Washington County, Vermont. 1905. I could even say September 1905. Willie Foster, no. Oh, maybe not. Oh my god. Really? We're not... That's something that's not in the newspaper? Well, okay, I could put William, maybe. Okay, I could spell it right. But... No, there's really nothing. There has to be. Okay, maybe it's not in Washington County. Let's just do Vermont. Am I missing something? Is something in there wrong? Because usually they'd be all over this. There has to be something. So what should I do? What else do I search? Is it definitely... Where is it? Is it definitely Willie Foster? It might not be. Let me, that might be different. Let me open up the diary. Because that actually looks like it might not say Foster. Or on September. Sometimes when I look closer. I need to get a little magnifying glass. They had one at one of the museums we went to when we were looking at something. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Okay. It actually looks like I don't know. It does kind of look like Foster. Or FSSTR, but that's not a name. FISS. Okay, maybe I could look up in September 1905. Let's just look up William. No, that's too broad, right? Does this work with commas like that? William Finger? Come on. Just Willie. Yeah. It's like stories. Let's see, Washington County. Let me narrow it down. You know, we could look too at, we could try to find his name. On Ancestry. Let's see if there's anyone. There's a Willie Foster born in Washington County 10 years later. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I don't know his birth year, but in 1905. I don't know why I'm picturing a kid. Probably because she said Willie. But I don't know that he's a kid. William Henry Foster. Okay, so if it's not a kid, maybe they wouldn't say Willie. Maybe they'd say W.H. Foster. Maybe we just look up Foster Finger. I don't really know how, oh, wait. Oh no, Eben Doyle lost a finger. See, they put it in the newspaper when you lose a finger. Foster. Callis. This is bothering me. I took a nap, thought we were meeting tomorrow. Yes, I'm sorry. My meeting that we went to ended up, it was like super early. And we were home early enough, so I moved it back. I'm sorry. We haven't done too much. This is actually the most interesting thing so far. We just read an entry that Willie Foster, or maybe not Foster, don't know, got his fingers cut off. And for some reason, I know TikTok's annoying. I try to send things in the Discord because that, if you're in it, which you are, that has the most reliable way of me getting a notification to people. But yeah, I was kind of like unsure if I should move it back because I know people were planning for tomorrow, but I don't know. Sorry. I know, I want to know how many fingers too. Usually this is so easy. With something like this, usually it's like instant. Okay, so why don't we continue this path? Figure out who this William Henry Foster. He was in Callis. Oh, I don't want this. I want him. Here. He was in Callis in 1905. Shall we see if maybe he's on... Why is there no census record in here? Because if he was on the census and it said what he did for work, maybe that would make sense. Search him. Oh, hey. Check it out. Wheeler. His mother was a Wheeler. That's an even more interesting point towards Myrtie's family. Okay, let's see. 1900. What was... Oh, this says Willis. It might have been misread, but let's see. Willie or Willis. Maybe it's Willis. Grandson, age 11. Is this a different one or is this the same guy? Oh, no, this is the same guy. Okay, he's 11, so he's at school. So what was he doing? I wish we had a 1905 census. Did he have a job yet? In 1910, he was living in Montpelier. At 23, what was he doing? He was married. He worked in General Farm. All right, let's try Willis. Yeah, oh, good point. If he was a kid, his parent might be listed, like the son of, you're right. Okay, so let's go back, see who his dad was. Charles Wallace Foster. Nothing. What the heck? Sometimes when I do this and I don't find anything, I think I'm just forgetting something or missing something stupid. I realize you guys can't see half of what I'm doing. Oh, I'm glad. I saw and I was like, I know. But this is so fun. Okay, thanks. That helps me because sometimes when I can't find things, I'm like, oh, this must be so boring for everybody. Where else can we look? Well, we can just sometimes, even though the information we're looking for is not going to be on Find a Grave, but sometimes just finding their Find a Grave helps. It's an obituary. Having lost his fingers. I probably not, but let's see. William Henry Foster died at his home in Maple Corners. I was there. July 4th from tuberculosis. But she had been ill for about a year and a half. He leaves a wife who had been a great comforter to him in his illness. He also leaves his aged grandmother, Mrs. Lucy Wheeler, who had the care of him from childhood. Oh, okay. Interesting. His mother died when he was 3. His father is also living. Okay. So his mother died. I was going to say, if his dad died, then they'd be talking about Lucy Wheeler, not Charles Foster, but we can look her up. He has always resided in Calais. He was an interested member of the Maple Valley Grange. The funeral was held. Okay. Skip. Let's see, why wouldn't they tell us about his fingers? Lucy Wheeler. Was buried next to his fingers. The fingerless William Foster. Why is there nothing in here? Maddie Baldwin of Charlestown knocked out Willie Connell of Lowell in the 10th round of a scheduled a contest. I'm like, did he knock him out just like as a bully? I see now. I'm actually really sad. I feel bad about his fingers, but like I wanted an article about it. Last try. Fingers. The finger of suspicion is pointed at you. A sore finger. Finger. Middle finger. Set the finger. Lost 2 fingers? Could it be? No, someone else lost 2 fingers, not Willie. Around her finger. Finger. Fingers badly bitten. Nothing. Elmer Dewey. Eben Doyle. That's the second article about him. Poor guy. Edward Ather. Okay, how many people lost their fingers? That's actually crazy. This guy sawed off his finger. I think this one's too early. Let's see. Bernice. Bernice. Okay, that's sad. I wish there was a a more local newspaper. I was on newspapers.com. And on newspapers.com, the closest I can get to Calais is Montpelier. Hello.
Hello.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, you look like you're about to say something.
No.
Say hi.
Hello.
They can't see you. You gotta bend down. It's someone's birthday soon.
This is my wife.
I am married. Hey, newlyweds, you too. I'm on newspapers.com. We're trying to find an article about this guy cutting his fingers off, but I can't find it. Isn't that sad?
Yes.
Willie Foster lost his fingers. Maybe she'll talk about it more. Maybe she'll tell us more information. But
Oh, I know that
probably
place.
not.
That's
yeah,
the,
I was showing pictures.
Maple Sugar Shack or whatever.
The Maple Corner Community Store.
Yeah.
Your grandma said, "Hi, Mr. and Mrs." All right. September 17th. Father and I went to the Robinson Burying Ground for a funeral for his fingers.
Did you tell them Claude's gonna get shaved like a lion?
No. Oh, I hate this thing. We went to the vet today. And they recommended some grooming for Claude because his fur is out of control. And they said he should get the lion cut. Ian, come here. Let me show you what that looks like.
Why does Bates not have a bed in her window?
Because I washed it.
She looks sad up there.
I know. Because she's still mad at me for the vet. Look. Come here. What do you think?
That's horrible. It really is. I think I would actually love him less.
I know it is pretty bad.
I can't.
He would hate us. That's what he would look like.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Aww.
terrible.
Ew. Oh my god. That's crazy.
I mean, if we have to do it once, fine, but
Oh.
that's not gonna be his regular.
It's cute for some cats. It's the long-haired cats, but like this you can't really see what I'm looking at. This cat's not long-haired. It just looks bad. Oh, well, this one's spotted. That's kind of cute. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Makes him look like a poodle.
Yeah, it does. It does look like a poodle.
But
Yes.
Like
Okay, Sarah said we had to do that to my cat last year because he doesn't groom well. He was fine. Yes, that's Claude's problem. And he doesn't let me brush him in certain spots like his hips and his belly. He does not, and his tail. Like, he doesn't let me near it. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? Yeah, he got that today at the vet. The sanitary trim. He got that at the vet. But he has like some mats on his side because he doesn't let me brush him. Maybe he just has to get shaved so he learns, right?
Maybe.
No.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, we have to shave.
Start over.
Today. Did he get like washed?
No, I brushed him, and he got a sanitary trim. He's only 3.
Yeah, when he's old though, he'll definitely.
Yeah, when he's old, he will stop licking himself, right? So he learns to never trust you again. Yeah, that's true. This summer, I've been desensitizing him to the good grooming. Yes, yeah, we have to do that. Give him treats whenever he's licking himself. I've been desensitizing him to the brush. So I've been doing like 5 minutes at a time. And he's fine with it now on the top of his back. But he does not like when I get anywhere on the side. But yeah, I need to like get out some clippers. My senior kitty didn't groom herself, but she was short hair. Yeah. Yeah, it's partially my fault too because I've always had short hair cats. And when they shed, you know, like the hair comes off of them. So my naive mind went, oh, Basil sheds a ton. The girl cat that we had, and she's short haired. But he doesn't shed. But no, he does shed. I think it just gets trapped because his hair is long and kind of like, he has a weird fur texture. So I think it just gets trapped under there, and that's what's created the mats. And now that I realized it, it's like too late. He's not a cuddly cat. I would have realized it sooner if he cuddled with us, but he doesn't really. Basil cuddles. Not his belly either. Yeah, so what did you do? Was he long hair? He looked exactly like Claude, so he must be. I just don't know what to do. Claude will get mad and just like run away and hide. He won't scratch or bite, but he'll hide, and I won't be able to get him. He's really good at hiding. Father and I went to Robinson Burial Ground. Let me come brush all the animals with all the brushing. Yeah, hopefully, I just want him to start liking the brushing, because Basil didn't like it at first either, because she was scared. They're very scaredy cats. But then when she learned, oh, this feels good, now whenever I brush Claude, she hears it, and she runs over and wants to be brushed herself, so maybe he'll just realize that it feels good, and he'll start to like it, and we've made some progress. We have. I'm just disappointed that I can't solve this problem. Oh, cat dry shampoo. Never heard of that. Maybe I will try it. We give dude treats after brushing. Yeah, I need to start doing that specifically. Like, give him a treat right after I brush him. Where do you find stuff like this? The diaries I have found on eBay, and they've been donated to me too. Father and I went to Robinson Burying Ground. We called at Alonzo Wheeler's. I got supper. Oh, cat's teeth. Oh my god, I have never done that. I don't think they would let me do that. Dog's teeth, yes, but brushing a cat's teeth, wow. I got supper for Lucy. You probably are supposed to do it, but oh my god. She did tell us more. Willie has lost all his fingers on his left hand. We came home and stayed at home all night. How is there not an article about Willie's fingers? This is intense. Is Lucy? Do you think Lucy is the grandmother? Because wasn't the name Lucy? Ah. Let's check. Is Alonzo Lucy's husband? Oh, it's not Mary Prairie. It's Marie Prairie. I'm like, Mary Prairie. Okay, let's see. They don't have it in here. Dang it. Search her. Alonzo Wheeler. Yes. Okay. Interesting. So let's try this. I really thought maybe that was gonna work. Did we already do this? Was Willie in the 1900 census at Alonzo's house? Good question. Good question. You guys ask the right questions. Can I go back? Okay, back here. 1900. Let's see. I forget. We opened it. Yep, Callus. Is he in? Yes. Alonzo, Lucy, and it says Willis. What if it's Willis or Willie Wheeler? We already saw this one. So sad. Did a doctor remove the remaining fingers? Maybe. Maybe. Probably something like that because it was like the next, was it the day after? Yeah, the day after he lost all his fingers. He must have had an accident. See, why isn't that in the newspaper? Hey, Addie, what's the significance of transcribing her diaries? Well, we ended up she was the next one that I acquired, so we kind of just go with whoever we find. But she's pretty cool. She's a school teacher in Vermont in 1905. Well, she's actually not teaching at the moment, but she was before. Yeah, and we transcribe it so that we can go back and see who we've mentioned before and what places we've mentioned and research, and then I donate it back to family members if I find them. Might be another angle for searching. Oh, like, did a doctor remove the fingers? Okay, so what could I put in? Yeah. No. Is this it? No. Ah, dang it. It's August. Will. I was like, oh, Will. That looks horrible, though. I thought it really was him. Okay, so should I probably will start with September. Let's see. This says sore finger, so it's probably not. Oh no, the deputy is nursing a sore finger. Yet we can't have an article about this guy losing all his fingers? Oh, we already saw this one. Yup. Alright, October. Amputated, that's a good one. Joseph Murphy lost 3 fingers and a thumb. Severed. Oh my god. We're seeing some crazy stuff. Ah! Legs, arms, head. No! Severed finger. Wait up there. The sewing machine. It said young. Okay, hold on. Which on this search? The search before? I'm gonna wait until you tell me because I tend to move and then the chat comes through and I did the wrong thing. So stay on this page or go to the last search. Okay. Am I on the right page now? I'm going slow. Okay. This one? Young lady. Oh, I see. Yeah, young lad. No, young lady. Not Willie. I know. I hate that feeling. Dang it. How are we ever going to find him? This says faster. William Finger. I think I already looked this one up. Amputated. It's too early. Yeah, we'll go back. Maybe she'll tell us more. Probably not. I did the work in the house. Finished father's shirt. He went to Ed Wheeler's and got sour milk. We stayed at home all night. Okay, I'll do a couple more. Then we'll add a few pictures and then we'll call it a night. September 19th. Mrs. Lydia Brown visited here. She was here to dinner and supper. I did the work in the house. Call that Philo Brown's father and I stayed at home all night. We have a picture of Philo Brown or Philo Brown, I don't know. I'll add him after. Okay, I washed. Father brought the water from the farm for me to wash. There was a hard shower in the afternoon. We stayed at home all night. When to stop is the question. I could finish the month, but then I feel like if I finish the month, I won't want to go back and put pictures. Why isn't it auto-correcting like it usually does? Oh my god. 1905. I put out the clothes and got them dry. Father dug about... Yeah, I guess he bought sour milk on purpose. I think the same thing every time I read it. Maybe they mean buttermilk. Yeah, didn't someone say that before too? It might have been you, Kat, but yeah. Imagine it's just spoiled milk. Buttermilk. Father dug about 5 bushels of potatoes. Stop making it capital. I helped him pick them up. We stayed at home all night. Okay. I washed a bed quilt. Abby Brown took dinner here. A lot of people going over there for dinner. Father dug about 5 bushels potatoes. I helped him pick them up. We stayed at home all night. Father dug some over 2 bushels potatoes. I helped him pick them up. He went to the Robinson burying ground. Is this an actual job? If so, I'm jealous. It is. It's not my job, though. Yeah. Thank you, Kat, in the chat. Just a hobby for me, but yes, there are people who do this for a living. We went to the Robinson burying ground, did some trading at Elgin Man's store. We came. that name. I saw that name somewhere when we were on our honeymoon, and I was like, that sounds familiar. Yeah, it was a musician. But it's obviously not him. It was someone else of the same name. Okay, that's why. Okay. I knew that name sounded familiar. It comes up again. We came home and stayed all night. I'll do one more and I'll try to squeeze it on this page. Father and I at home. We did not go to church. We stayed at home all night. All right, now we'll go back at the entries that we read today and look at the entries that we read today, and we will find some pictures. Yeah, I do. I share it on my website, thingslostandfound.com. Are there going to be at least a few more lives dedicated to this diary, or how much is left? Well, it goes until the end of December. So probably like 3 or 4 more there should be. Probably 4, because usually at the end we go through her memoranda, which is at the end of the diary. There's some like other notes and stuff that she puts in, and we'll go through all those and add them in. But then after that, after we read through Myrtie's last diary, we have one of Emma Wheeler, and we have potentially lots of hers to read. All right, did we ever look up, we didn't look up Reverend Van Blarcom. First place I'll look is find a grave, because usually if we find them there, it helps a lot. It's easier to search, quicker to search than Ancestry. Well, I won't put Reverend. Let's just see if he comes up in Vermont. Blarcom. I don't know if that's spelled right. Okay, newspapers. Ha. Mrs. Grant Van Blarcom. Dead. The community was sadly shocked to the death of Mrs. Grant Van Blarcom, wife of Reverend Grant Van Blarcom. Okay, Grant Van Blarcom. Here he is. Ooh, a picture. Yay. Grant Van Blarcom. He died in New York. Wonder what he was doing there. Let's see. Haha. Reverend Grant Van Blarcom, recently of Washington, begins his ministry in Calais tomorrow. Services will be held each Sunday morning at East Calais and in the afternoon in the Old West Church in West Calais. Mr. Van Blarcom is the first resident pastor in that Calais has had for many years, and much satisfaction is felt at the beginning of his work. Okay, well, that's why he's here. So I like to take a little screenshot. I'm going to make Parnell a little smaller. Put him over here. Because Parnell's in a lot of entries, so we don't have a lot of Van Blarcom, so we got to get his picture in here. Parnell can go here for now. Reverend, his little article can go here. This is why I like slides, because you can move everything around, rearrange things when you find more. We are going to grab Van Blarkum. Edit his picture down just a little bit. Stick him here. Give him a little name tag. And we'll link his Find a Grave just because it's fun. And if we ever need to find him again, we'll be able to find him again. Okay. We can now unhighlight this. Okay. So we started, why don't we just start in the beginning of September, actually? Father and I went to East Calais. He paid C.R. Dwinnell. I don't know if we ever found pictures of Dwinnell. Best place to look is here. Oh, this is interesting. The Shelburne Museum, I think I might have said this already, but Shelburne Museum that we went to has a round barn as well. Where did it come from? Sorry, I'm really distracted. Where did it come from? No, East Passumpsic, Vermont. The Shelburne Museum has all these different buildings, and they were moved from different places to the museum. So that's why I was like, oh, imagine if this was the round barn they had. But nope. Okay. Dwinnell. I might have misspelled it. Did it have one N? Just the Dwinnell lumber mill. Okay. Father and I about home. He cut brush up in the pasture. I did the work in the house. Father went to the post office at Worcester. We should find that. That's Massachusetts. I'm so lazy. I'm like, when I don't find it right away, I'm like, nah. I get so tired. All right, we're going to skip that then. Father and I at home. We did not go to church. Okay, so there's like nothing in here for a picture, so I'm just going to grab... picture of him. Father. And we'll stick him in there for now. Just to have a picture. Okay. Father dug 5 bushels of potato. Oh, no, I want to go. No, that's correct. No, that was that one then. Wrong page. Putting him here. Okay, now this is when we had Van Blarkum. Went to Edgar Cummings. Let's look here. I'll put see him. Did she mention Jenny? No picture of him. Okay, Father and I took dinner at Ormel. Another one. Ormel Steward. Here he is. Oh, and Ellis, interesting. Why can't they have pictures? We could try to find them, but it's just a lot of work. A lot about Grant Van Blarcom. Ormel. His wedding. Okay. Aurelia Stickney. I think she's a neighbor. We've definitely looked her up before, but I forget. Elbridge Stickney's wife. Otis Wheeler and wife. I feel like we've looked him up too and haven't found a picture. Let's see here. Oops. Stickney. Who's in here? Who's a Stickney? Roy. They mentioned Roy. Otis and wife went away. He went to O. Wheelock's. Okay, so this is Omar Wheelock's house. We have a picture of that I like to grab. Here. But I'm going to change the text to be white. Okay. Copy. Picture of Omar Wheelock's house. Did the work in the house. I baked bread and ironed. Okay. Sweet pickles. Okay, that's about it. Aha, there. She does mention Roy. Jenny Stickney and son Roy. Roy is in this picture. Where? Also seated to the right are Roy Stickney, Glee Wheelock, and Jacob Collier. That must be Roy. Too bad he's blurry. Is he blurry in this version? Yep. Roy. Aren't the twins creepy over there? It's just creepy the way they're taking this picture. Like, everyone stand randomly far away from each other. In little groups, off to the side. I saw their gravestones in the graveyard. I think it was them. Coraline is a pretty unique name, I would think. So it must have been her. Her son Roy somewhere. Yeah, the son Roy. Roy Stickney. Right? Yeah, Jenny's son. They might have not lived in Calais. He's there, grandson. 16. Roy C. Stickney. Nothing for any R except Robert. No, it was Roy C. Stickney. Sorry for not talking much. Oh no, that sucks. That's okay. You don't need to apologize. Okay, so we can just grab a picture of Omar Wheelock's again. Because they went to Omar Wheelock's as usual. It rained, went to Worcester, Reverend P.H. Carpenter. Huh. I don't see him. Maybe I just get rid of that. Nope. Willie Foster got his fingers cut off. Nothing. Okay, then there's the Robinson Burying Ground again. Alonzo Wheeler. I am getting tired, so I'm just gonna highlight him. I feel like we've looked him up. I know we've looked up Enoch Alonzo Wheeler. I don't know if it's the same guy. Oh wait, he would be the grandfather of Willie. Wouldn't he? He's probably on the map. Yikes. Willie lost all the fingers on his left hand. Finished father's shirt. Went to Ed Wheeler's. We have a picture of Ed Wheeler's house. Maybe not in here. Okay, grab it in here. This is Ed Wheeler's house, which I tried to see when we were on our trip, but it's down a road that is definitely private. But I'll be asking a couple of the locals in town who I connected with and have phone numbers for. I'll be asking them if they know who it is, and maybe that person will send me a picture of their house. Dawn. That's what I want. Okay, that's the Ed Wheeler house. Lydia Brown. Philo Brown. We got him. Okay. One more page and then we'll be done for today. If I miss the end of the stream. Oh. Appreciate you too. And see you next time. Next week is fine, right? I'm all like confused now because this week we had a problem. Well, we didn't end up having a problem, but I thought we would. And I think next week I'm good for Wednesday. Okay, I put out the clothes, got them dry. Father dug potatoes, helped him pick them up. Abby Brown. That's another one maybe I'll just highlight. I wonder if she's related to Philo. Wrong way. Text color white, highlight color black. And then we should look into this more. Okay. I think I'm done for tonight. What are we looking at so I can focus with you guys? We were doing some research just on the entries that we read today from this diary from 1905. But we're about done now. I'm getting very tired. So we'll keep reading. Next week, we'll read through the rest of September. There's not much left, and we'll definitely start October. And maybe we can do more of that like back and forth of sometimes we do more typing, sometimes we do more research, sometimes we do more typing, you know, go back and forth. But I know right now I'm exhausted. So I hope you guys have a good week. Hopefully by next time I'll have a video to show you guys of the trip that we took through Calais. I gotta sit down and actually make it. I have some videos to make of the honeymoon tour. I mean the honeymoon, but the wedding mostly. So good night, everybody. I'll see you soon. See you next Wednesday. Diary Detectives, I'll see you in the Discord. Yeah, have a good night. Tamsin, I showed your rainbow earlier. I don't know if you were here, but I pulled it up. Do I still have it up? I pulled up a picture of it because I was talking about Myrtie's rainbow and I said, Tamsin saw Myrtie too. Great picture. Double rainbow. Oh, she was driving home. Let me put it up again. Here. That will be our goodbye. Beautiful. All right, everyone. We can talk about Wikipedia next time if you want. Have a good night and a good week, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday at 6. Bye-bye.